This a testimony, ain't no apology. Used to run from the truth, now the truth's running with me. Grace got a hold on me, ain't letting go, no. Woke up broken every morning, was a war zone. Bottle on the nightstand, phone blowing up all alone. Chasing every high, just to silence what's inside. Numbing out the pain, but the pain never died. I was drowning in the same lake that I built. Self-made prison, made of secrets and guilt. Every mirror that I passed showed a stranger looking back, smiling on the outside while my spirit was attacked. Mama used to pray for me, didn't know it would land. Felt a hand on my shoulder, it wasn't no human hand. Said, son, I see the fire, but I'm bigger than the flame. That's the night I dropped away and called upon her name. No more hiding in the dark, no more running from the light. Took the worst of what I did and made the wrong thing right. Now I'm walking different, talking different, new man. Same blood, different river, that's the only way I stand. Yeah.
Chains off, I can finally breathe. Grace caught me falling, gave me new degrees. Used to be a prisoner, now I hold the key. Chains off, it's the new me. Chains off, it's the new me. Chains off, it's the new me. Yeah, they thought I was finished, wrote me on the list. Counted out my story like a name they wouldn't miss. But the lowest place I stood was the place he met me at. Pick me up, said that's not where the story's at. Used to chase the fame, chase the cash, chase the crowd. Empty trophies, empty rooms, empty when it's loud. Now I chase a piece that the world can't manufacture. Found a love that's patient, found a hope that's after. After every failure, after every fall I had, after every reason that should've made me go back. Grace on grade on the curve. Grace just gives it free, it wasn't about what I deserved, it was who he let me be. Tell the old me that knew me finally made it home. Tell the enemy his lease is up, he's not welcome in his throne. I'm a temple now, not a target, not a victim, not a ghost. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive the most. Chains off, I can finally breathe. Grace caught me falling, gave me new degrees. Used to be a prison, now I hold the key. Chains off, it's the new me. Chains off, it's the new me. Chains off, some nights still get heavy. But the heavy don't define me. I just lift my hands up steady. Cause the sun already won, already. I write this for the broken, for the one who feel forgotten. For the kid who's smiling in the picture, but he's rotting on the inside. For the mother praying nightly, for a son who running blind. For the man who lost his family, chasing pennies, lost his mind. This for everybody drowning in the sea they didn't choose. This for everybody told that they got nothing left to lose. You got more than what you think you got more than what they said. You got a savior who already counted every hair upon your head. So lift it up, lift your hands up to the king. Change on hold with grace and bar, that's a different kind of thing. I was dead, now I'm living, I was lost, now I'm found. I was silent, now I'm singing, turn this verse into a sound. Chains off, I can finally breathe. Grace caught me falling, gave me new degrees. Used to be a prisoner, now I hold the key. Chains off, this the new me. Chains off, this the new me. Chains off, yeah. Chains off, yeah. Chains off, yeah. Chains off, yeah. This is my testimony, this ain't a show, this a lie. Yeah. Chains off, great, chains off. Grace got me, grace got me for life. Yeah, they buried me, but forgot I came from there. Watch a dead man rise, watch a dead man rise. Flatline on the inside while my body kept on breathing.
Walking through the motions, didn't feel like I was living. Doctors checked my pulse but couldn't find what really died. The version of myself that used to love, that used to try. 6 feet in my own head, buried under regret. Eulogy already written for a future I forget. Then I heard a sound like thunder rolling through the tomb. Felt the stone behind my chest, started moving, making room for a breath I didn't pay for a heartbeat that's not mine, for a spirit resurrecting everything I left behind. This ain't metaphor, this real, I felt a great close fall. Felt a heaviness lift off me like he never had it all. I was Lazarus asleep until I heard my name get called. Now I'm walking out the grave before the stone can hit and roll. Death ain't got the final word, death ain't got the final say. Watch me rise up like the morning on the resurrection. I was dead, now I'm breathing, breathing, breathing. Stone roll, watch me leaving, leaving, leaving. This a resurrection, this a resurrection. This is not a phase. I was buried, now I'm risen on display. Great clothes used to fit me like a uniform I wore. Wrapped in my addiction, wrapped in everything before. The angel moved the stone, but I still hid up in the dark. Sometimes freedom's harder when you use a feeling stark. Used to think the tomb was safer than the light outside. Used to think the grave was easier to let it hope alive. With everything I lost the first time, hope let me down. But grace don't quit on Lazarus just cause he's still bound. He unwrapped me piece by piece. He called my brothers near, said gon' lose him, let him walk. He's got nothing left to fear. That's the kind of resurrection that don't happen all alone. Takes a body, takes a family, takes a father, takes a throne. I'm alive in front of witnesses who watched the whole thing die. Now they watching different miracles unfold right in my life. I'm a walking demonstration, I'm a sermon with a pulse. Resurrection ain't a story, resurrection my result. I was dead, now I'm breathing, 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 breathing. Stone roll, watch me leaving, leaving, leaving. It's a resurrection, it's a resurrection. This is not a fate. Whoa. I was buried, now I'm risen on display. Stone is roll, roll, roll. Oh, grave is cold, cold, cold. Oh, I'm alive, alive, alive. Watch me ride. This for everybody playing dead inside a living frame. This for everybody wearing gray clothes, answering the shame. You ain't gotta stay wrapped up in what already lost its grip. 3 days felt like forever, but the stone still had to flip. Whatever buried you, whatever seal your tomb up tight. There's a voice so calling names out in your darkest night. Come forward, that's the only invitation that you need. Drop the gray clothes at the entrance, let your spirit run and lead it. You was never meant to litter, you was never meant to stay. Resurrection power, move the stone, resurrection not a phase. Walk on out of the tomb today, walk on out into the sun. This your resurrection morning, this a day that grace is won. I was dead, now I'm breathing, breathing, breathing. Stone roll, watch me leaving, leaving, leaving. It's a resurrection, it's a resurrection. This is not a phase. I was buried, now I'm risen on display. Stone roll. I'm alive. Watch me walk out of the grave. Resurrection day. This my testimony, this the day that I was raised. They said my past would always stain the picture, but scarlet don't stand a chance against the snow. Every file they kept on me read like a horror story. Every mistake had out, every regret, every worry. I used to think the stain was permanent. Used to think the deeper that I scrubbed, the darker that the red would sink into the fabric of who I am, into my own identity. Wore my worst day like it was the only thing that's really me. But there's a kind of cleaning that don't come from my own hand, the kind of white that scarlet never could withstand. Isaiah wrote it down before I ever lived a verse. Though your sins be scarlet, they'll be white as snow. It's not a curse, it's a promise that the deepest rag can lose is something pure. Not cause I worked hard enough, but cause the cure is sure. I stopped trying to bleach my own past with my own strength. Started letting grace go to the lengths that only grace can go, to depths that only grace can reach. Scarlet turned to snow before I finished my own speech. Scarlet to snow, scarlet to snow. Watch the colors change. Scarlet to snow, scarlet to snow. Ain't a permanent stain. Used past will write the color of my soul. Scarlet to snow, scarlet to snow. Now I'm white as snow. People love to keep the receipts, love to keep the file, love to bring it up at family dinners with a smile that says, I remember who you really are inside. But they forgot the part where grace already washed and died. Every fabric of my story into something new and clean. They still living in the chapter, I'm already past the scene. I don't argue with the people holding on to my old name. I just live different, let the difference be the claim. That the snow already settled where the scarlet used to be. Don't need a courtroom to prove it, my whole life is the receipt. I used to flinch in my reflection, used to hate the face I saw. Now I see a canvas that the master's hand withdrew the flaw from. Now to erase the memory, change the meaning of the stain. Use my workshop as a witness, not a permanent chain. That's the kind of transformation only grace can really do. Scarlet is snow, scarlet is snow. He made all things new. Scarlet is snow. Watch the colors change. Scarlet is snow, scarlet is snow. Ain't a permanent stain. Used to think my past would write the color of my soul. Scarlet is snow, scarlet is snow. Wrong to right, right, right. Stain is gone, gone to snow. That's my song, yeah. This for everybody, got a fire that follows them around. This for everybody, think the stains too deep to turn around. I want you to know there ain't a color grace can overcome. There ain't a scarlet deep enough to make the promise come on. Up short, come up empty, grace already wrote the end of every story. Scarlet try to permanently paint. You can wear the white today, you don't gotta wait for heaven. You can walk and clean today, the stain is not your prison. Stop reading from the old report, stop quoting your worst page. Grace already turned the chapter, grace already changed the stage. Scarlet only wins if you keep believing that it's true. Snow already fell on everything, snow already covered you. Scarlet to snow, scarlet to snow. Watch the colors change. Scarlet to snow, scarlet to snow. Ain't a permanent stain. Used to think my past would write the color of my soul. Scarlet to snow, scarlet to snow. Now I'm white as snow. Scarlet to snow, scarlet to snow. White as snow, white as snow, white as snow. Stain is gone, stain is gone. Covered by the snow, that's the only one. I used to be outside the game. Now I sit at the table. They told me I'd never make it past the door. Watch me now. Grew up thinking love was something I had to qualify for. Performance-based affection knocking always at the door. Of my own self-worth condition, knowing how I did. Felt like an orphan in my own house while I was hid. From the love that should've been automatic, should've been free, but I learned to earn approval like a currency. Burn myself out trying to prove I deserve to see. Trying to earn a welcome that was never incomplete. Cause the king don't make you audition for a place at his side. He don't make you prove your worth before he opens wide. The throne room doors that I thought I'd never walk into. Turns out I was adopted long before I ever knew. I'm not a servant begging scraps from underneath the table. I'm a son who's seated, I'm a daughter who is able to walk into the throne room bold, no fear, no second guess. Cause the blood already qualified me, blood already bled. Hey, throne room, throne room, room. I got a seat right here. Throne room, I got a seat right here. Right here. Throne room, the king already called me in, called me in. Used to beg outside the gate, now I'm sitting at the table. Throne room, I'm a son, I'm finally able. Imposter syndrome try to follow me into the room. Said you don't belong here, look around, you'll see it soon. Said everybody here got it together, everybody here is whole. You the only broken one, you the only sustain the soul. But the king ain't looking for perfection at his table. He looking for relationship, he looking past the label that the enemy try sticking right before I walk inside. Throne room ain't for flawless, stones with a broken night, a shame behind the road that's been provided, not produced by anything I've done, by anything I could've used to earn my way in. It's a gift, it's an invitation, not a contract built on my own self-validation. I bring my mess in the room and he don't ask me clean up first. He says come as you are, let me handle, let me hear what hurt. That's the kind of access that the orphan in me never knew. Now I walking like I own it, cause I'm royalty, I'm royal, that's true. Throne room, I got a seat right here. Throne room, the king already called me near. Used to beg outside the gate, now I'm sitting at the table. Throne room, mama, son, I'm finally able. Seated in no, royal blood, welcomed in. Throne, that's where I belong. This for everybody feeling like they snuck into the room. This for everybody waiting for somebody to assume that they don't belong here, that they're gonna get found out. This for every imposter feeling every single doubt. You were caught before the room was even built before the gate. You ain't crashing no party, you ain't showing up too late. The king already set a place with your name written on the chest. Stop standing in the doorway, stop acting like you're scared. Walking to them, you were always meant to walk into the throne room. An exclusive invitation, not just for a few. It's for everybody willing to receive it, to believe the seat's already yours, you just gotta come and receive. Throne room, I got a seat right here. Throne room, the king already called me near. Used to beg outside the gate, now I'm sitting at the table. Throne room, I'm a son, I'm finally able. Don't belong here. I belong here. I belong here. I belong here. Seated with the king. Throne, that's my testimony, that's everything. Yeah, they try to drown me, but I learned to swim in great. Holy water washing every old thing away. Used to think baptism was a Sunday photo op. Dip me in the water, but the old man never stopped. Following me home, still sleeping in my bed, still whispering the lies that kept on living in my head. Took me years to understand, the water's not the magic. The water's just a picture of a story way more tragic and way more beautiful than dipping under for a minute. It's a burial, a funeral, and no life with a limit. I went on the angry road, drowning in my sin. Came up something different, came up brand new clean. Not cause the water's special, not cause the pastor prayed it right, cause something died that morning and a new thing came to light. I used to fight the current, used to fight the undertow, fighting my own freedom like I'm scared to let it go. But sometimes you gotta drown the version that you used to be before the water shows you who you really meant to be. Holy water, wash your me clean. Holy water, this a brand new scene. I went on a one-way, came up a different man. Holy water on my shoulders, graces in my hands. I remember standing waist deep, shaking, scared to fall. Pastor said just trust the water, trust it'll catch you all. That's a lesson I keep learning every single day since then. Trust the process, trust the burial, trust I'm born again. Not just once, but every morning, dying daily to the flesh. Letting no thoughts drown in water, letting new thoughts take a breath. This ain't a ritual I did once, this a rhythm that I live. Going under every struggle, coming up with more to give. I don't carry yesterday's failures dripping on my skin no more. I leave them at the bottom of the water, leave them on the floor of a river that don't care what you did before you came. Only cares about the name, it's calling out the only name that can take the deepest stain and turn it into testimony. Take the driest desert heart and turn it into ceremony. I'm washed all the way down to the bone. Holy water made a stranger feel like he was finally home. Holy water made a stranger feel like he was finally home. Holy water, wash your old me clean. Holy water, this a brand new scene. I went under one way, came up a different man. Holy water on my shoulders, graces in my hand. Wash me clean, clean, clean. New again, again, again. Oh man, dead, dead, dead. Holy water on my head, my head, my head. This for everybody scared to go under, scared of what's beneath. This for everybody holding on to pain like it's the reef. You can let it go, you can let the water take the weight. You ain't gotta carry yesterday into a brand new gate. This for everybody thinking it's too late to start again. Water don't keep score of how many times you sin. Every time you go under, every time you trust the flow, you come up a little lighter, you come up a little more. Like the man you were created, like the man before the fall. Holy water washing, holy water through it all. So go under, don't be scared of what you find. You come up different, you come up brand new every time. Oh. Holy water, holy water, holy water, wash the old me clean. Holy water, holy water, holy water, this a brand new scene. My mind under one way, came up a different man. Holy water on my shoulders, graces in my hands. Holy water, holy water, holy water, holy water. Wash me, wash me, wash me clean again. New man from the water. Holy water, that's my testimony, friend. Yeah. Holy water, holy water, holy water, holy water.
Yeah.
They threw me in the furnace, thinking I would burn. Turns out the fire was just polishing the gold. Lost the business, lost the house, lost the version of the dream. Lost the title that I thought defined exactly what I be. Watched it all collapse in front of me like dominoes. Every plan I had on paper turned to ash, turned to smoke. I was job before I understood what job it really felt. Everything that I've been built up just started to melt. That's the question everybody asks when the fire gets too hot. Why me, why now, why everything I work for, why not somebody else? Why does the fire always find a faithful? But I learned the fire ain't punishment, the fire is purpose. Gold don't get refined by sitting comfortable instead. Gold gets refined and heat that's hotter than the hardest day. I watch the drugs rise to the surface, watch the impurities get burned away from everything I thought was really me. Came out the furnace looking different, came out something pure. Fire didn't kill me, fire's what made my face secure. Refined by fire, refined by fire. I came out gold, came out gold. Refined by fire, refined by fire. Watch the story told, story told. They thought the flames would finish me, thought I would turn to dust. Refined by fire, refined by fire. Now look who they trust. I remember sitting in the ashes of the life I had, wondering if the comeback story even could be glad. Wondering if the fire was a sign that I was done. Wondering if the race was over before it had begun. But the same hand that allowed the furnace to ride in a flame walk with me through Babylon, call me out by name. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego ain't the only ones who walked through fire with a foreman standing in the sun of that furnace, standing closer than the heat itself. Reminding me that breakthrough don't always look like wealth. Sometimes breakthrough looks like surviving one more day. Sometimes breakthrough is just walking through the flame and the decay of everything you thought was solid, everything you thought was sure, and finding out the only thing I'm shaking was the Lord. I don't fear the furnace now the way I used to fear it then, cause every time I walk through fire I come out stronger again. Refined by fire, refined by fire. I came out gold, came out gold. Refined by fire, refined by fire. Watch the story told, story told. They thought the flames would finish me, but I would turn to dust. Refined by fire, refined by fire. Now look who they trust. Through the flame, flame, flame. Not the same, same, same. Gold remains, remains, remains. Refined by fire. I came out gold. This for everybody standing in a furnace right now tonight, wondering if you'll make it to the other side, alright. Wondering if the fire is a sentence or a sermon. Wondering if the heat you're facing has a holy purpose burning. I want you to know the furnace never operates alone. There's a fourth man in the fire, you were never on your own. Whatever's burning right now, whatever's turning into ash, gon' come back as something golden, gon' come back to last. You ain't being punished, you're being purified instead. Every impurity that's leaving makes room for what's ahead. Hold on through the heat a little longer, hold on through the pain. You gon' look back at this furnace and call it where you gained everything that matters, everything that's truly worth the cost. Refined by fire, don't mean broken. Refined by fire means not lost. Refined by fire, refined by fire. I came out gold, came out gold. Refined by fire, refined by fire. Watch the story told, story told. They thought the flames would finish me, thought I would turn to dust. Refined by fire, refined by fire. Now look who they trust. Refined by fire, refined by fire. I came out gold, I came out gold, I came out gold. Furnace couldn't hold me, furnace couldn't hold me. That's my testimony, it's the story of the gold. Yeah, they call me a dry bone, call me finished, call me done. Watch the wind and Jordan, watch the days like that. There's a version of my story where the bones stay to dry. Scattered in a valley, scattered where the hope had died. Marriage didn't make it, business didn't make it either. Every dream I planted got buried 6 feet deeper. I walked through my own valley, counting all the bones I lost. The version of the man I could have been, counting up the cost of every wrong turn, every door I should have never opened. Standing in the valley, feeling broken, feeling hopeless. Then I heard a question that Ezekiel heard one day. Can these bones live again? And I ain't know what I would say. But the wind don't have permission for it moves into the room. The breath don't check your fire before it walks into the tomb. I felt something shift inside the valley of my own despair. Felt the bones start rattling, felt the movement in the air. Connecting where we're scattered, building muscle, building skin. This ain't resurrection, taught this resurrection is within. Dry bones, dry bones, watch the wind blow through. Dry bones, watch what breath can do. They said I was finished, said the valley was the end. Dry bones, now an army stands again. I used to walk the valley alone, don't thought nobody understood. The weight of watching everything you built turn into shoulda, coulda, woulda. Stories that you tell yourself at night, but the prophet wasn't totally the bones he prophesied. Spoke life into the life, spoke breath into the dead. Spoke a future to a valley, everybody else had fled. That's a lesson that I'm learning every time I face the bones of an old dream, an old version, an old place I call my own. Going from the valley, prophesy until it moves. Speak the word over the dryness till the breath comes through and proves that nothing's too far gone for him to breathe back into life. That every buried dream can rise again and end the strife. I'm an army now, not a casualty, not a memory. I'm a testimony, walking out the valley, walking free. Every bone that used to scatter, now connected, now restored. Watch the valley of dry bones become a victory, become the Lord. Dry bones, dry bones, watch the wind blow through. Dry bones, watch what breath can do. They said I was finished, said the valley was the end. Dry bones, now an army stands again. Bones, connect, breath of life, standing up. Dry bones rising. This for everybody standing in the valley feeling dry. This for everybody watching dreams that didn't come to life. I want you to know the wind still blows through valleys like before. I want you to know the breath still walks through every closed up door. Whatever scattered in your story, whatever lost its shape, whatever you thought was permanently gone is permanently dead. Speak the word over it, prophesy until it moves. Watch the valley of your dry bones turn into the proof that nothing's wasted, nothing's final, nothing's too far gone. For the breath that raised an army to keep moving you along. Stand up, feel the wind, feel the breath, feel the call. Dry bones rising is a promise that's available to all. Dry bones, watch the wind blow through. Dry bones, watch what breath can do. They said I was finished, said the valley was the end. Dry bones, now an army stands again. Dry bones, Standing up, standing up, standing up again. Wind is blowing, breath is in my lungs, dry bones rising. That's my testimony, that's the only song.